All right, people will be coming back in. I think I'm going to do a very short introduction, little talk, and we will be setting up, I think, workshop stations around the room for people who want to do workshops. I am Jonathan Alexander. I'm CTO at Openzeppelin. And at Openzeppelin, we just had a lot of discussion about security reviews. It says audits there. And we also work on Openzeppelin contracts, which was just discussed a little bit, and Openzeppelin Defender. And what I'm going to talk about here just for a few minutes is about a little over a year ago, we started working on a project for runtime monitoring and threat detection. And we ended up launching a new project called Forta. Forta went live as a network about 3 months ago. And it is a decentralized monitoring and threat detection network, completely permissionless now. So, well, permissionless for people to participate in, so you can go take advantage of what's there. I'm just going to talk about it for a couple minutes to give you an introduction and then invite you over to see a workshop where we're going to go through developing bots for Forta. Forta is comprised of two main components. One is scan nodes, and these are decentralized off-chain nodes. A scan node is attached to a specific blockchain network and gathers logs and transaction data for each mined block and passes those to Forta bots, which are independent components written by developers, deployed to the network, and that can do a variety of things to detect issues, look for problems, look for events, look across other services, can actually make API calls out to other things, can look across multiple blockchains, can keep history, and emit alerts, which are then gathered up by a scan node and broadcast to users in the network. Currently, we have scan nodes running on 7 networks. We invite people to bring scan nodes up for other EVM-compatible networks. Forta is designed to be not just EVM-compatible, but currently, the scan nodes just are today only supporting EVM-compatible networks. We're supporting L1s and L2s today. This slide was actually made a few weeks ago. We now have over 10,000 scan nodes running, and we have somewhere around 1,000 bots now running on the network. You can go to Explorer at .forta.network and see the data, and you can also search there. You can see the kind of information that's being emitted. The main logic of monitoring is conducted by these bots. There's a bot SDK. Go to docs.forta.network. There's SDKs today for JavaScript and Python. We're working on SDKs for Golang and Rust. You can do custom bot development, meaning you can write any kind of bot that you want, but there are a number of templates now available, and they're organized in the docs into what are called threat detection kits, and there are threat detection kits for DeFi, for governance, for NFTs, for stablecoins, for bridges, and what these are is a set of already existing bots that are looking for specific aspects related to these different areas, as well as some other templates, which are not bots, but just code templates that then you can use if you want to build bots for a specific project, or you just have ideas of other community bots that might be useful to people. You can also just go utilize existing bots. If you go to the app at app.forta.network, you can browse there. In the app, there's a set of curated protocols that are already using Forta. There's new ones coming online. We've had a number of community grants issued by projects such as Aave and Balancer to where they've put out specs of bots that they would like to see, and then people have applied, and and been granted that, have received those grants to develop Forta bots for them, you can go subscribe to those bots. Okay, I'm seeing time already. And you can also see those bots, see the source code, copy them for your projects, and make use of them. You can also use AI ML techniques in bots. Here's an example of a bot you can find in GitHub, which is using a library called Prophet from Meta, which allows it to do anomaly detection on prices. So if you want to just monitor for anomaly on events or prices, you could do that with a Forta bot and then send alerts. And finally, last thing I'll say is you can hook this up. You can also hook up Forta for automated response. We have some projects doing this today. You can use Openzeppelin Defender for that. You could use other tools, but as an example, maybe you detect something, and then maybe that detection is going to lead to some action. You could send a transaction, which still has to be reviewed and signed by people, but you can start to automate responses based on detection. So we're going to be doing a workshop on Forta. Come learn about how to write Forta bots, and we'll show you more. Thanks.